players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
Hello again, lads. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 Stevenage career mode. It is the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd, Season 3, Episode 71. As you can see, we've got some new faces coming into the club. We will get to that in a second, so stick around for that. We are jumping into January 2025. Before we do the transfer business, we're just going to take a look at the league table. As you can see, a very narrow 3-point lead over Ipswich in second. Bolton and Wigan also chasing us down in third and fourth. Potentially a 4-team title race right now, with Blackpool and Bristol Rovers also in the playoffs at the moment as it stands. Barnsley and Fleetwood just outside. Dropping into mid-table, Exeter and Plymouth make up 9th and 10th. And then MK Dons and Colchester United, Rotherham United, and surprisingly Birmingham, who were relegated from the Championship, are down in 14th. Derby struggling in 15th. Dropping into the bottom half, you can see Bradford, Burton Albion, Salford City, and surprisingly Oxford United at the bottom of the table. A quick look at the top scorers. Veteran striker John Marcus for Bristol Rovers banging them in with 14, as well as Keshi Anderson for Blackpool on 14. Our very own Ryan Hardy has 10 from 15. Here is the transfer news. We have brought in centre-back Tom Bradbury from Cheltenham in a swap deal with Dan Sweeney. Now hear me out, Dan Sweeney was the same rating, but he wouldn't accept a rotation level contract and we were going to lose him, so it made sense to get something for him and bring in Bradbury. Best of luck to Dan Sweeney at Cheltenham in League 2. The other signing is Laurent Tolai, the talented Swiss striker, is a prospect at 23, but he looks very good. Brought in from Salford, and under similar circumstances, Jake Taylor's gone the other way as part of the deal, again because we couldn't really negotiate a rotation level contract and we were going to lose him. He is 33 and he was on the decline, so moving him on to Salford is probably better for us, especially if we're going to be in the Championship next year. No doubt the biggest catcher is Luke McCormick from Bristol Rovers. Luke McCormick from Bristol Rovers takes over that central attacking midfield spot that was vacated by Robbie Gotts. Now, we did lose Vadimus Martinkus as part of that deal. I wanted to actually send Luke Norris the other way because Marcus is retiring, but they just wouldn't go for it. Coming up in today's episode, we are taking on Blackpool to begin January 2025, and then on Saturday we take on Forest Green Rovers at home in the league, and then in midweek we have the Papa John's Trophy match against Exeter City. Let's see how the boys get on and the new signings. So the opening game of January 2025, we are hosting Blackpool here at Broadhall Way to kick things off, and McCormick straight into the lineup after being signed from Bristol Rovers. You can see him there in the cam roll, and Tolai on the bench as well as Bradbury. So straight into the action, opening 11 minutes. Hardy pulls away from his marker, turns back, plays it to McCormick, and as he spins, he's fouled by Thornley, and referee says, we're not going to have any of that. Just pull up for the free kick. You're giving Luke McCormick a chance from this range, and you know, some people might say, why didn't you just stick with Gilby through the middle? Well, he is more of a central midfielder anyway, and we want to see what McCormick can do. Grimshaw in the Blackpool goal, and an early chance for Luke McCormick to impress the SG2 crowd. What can he do from close range? Well, this is what he can do from close range. This is why we signed him. He is pretty good from these situations. As you can see, curls it into the top corner. 12 minutes in, a debut goal for Luke McCormick. A nice free kick. Knew exactly what he wanted to do. Lovely technique there as he places that over the wall. That's one of the things he has over Robbie Gotts, is that he's good for both corners and free kicks. So we expect to get a lot of assists from McCormick. And then the early goal didn't actually open the floodgates. It's kind of stifled the attacking players, and both defences remained on top. So we ended up going into the half-time at 1-0. So yeah, struggling to really break Blackpool down, and both defensive sides mostly on top. And then after the interval, Thornley trying to make amends with a header and a great save by Anderson. A superb stop by him from that header. You see he gets a good leap here. I think James Wilding probably would have cleared it. And then the following corner, it comes down and Thornley with another chance and a great save by Anderson as he dives across to tip it out for another corner kick. Nothing comes of that. And then on 67 minutes we get our own corner, and of course McCormick would swing a cross in, and it's Alex Gilby with the header. A fantastic bullet header from Alex Gilby.
And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the
really good leap.
It's a great goal.
Throws himself at it. And then on 75 minutes we would see Ryan Hardy spins his marker, edge of the box. A thunderous shot, but it goes under Grimshaw's bar. Aidy Boothroyd thought that was 3-0. What a signing he's been for us, Ryan Hardy. And then with time running down, Keshi Anderson on the left side, pushing across from James Wilding, gets the interception. It's going to come back to him, and he's going to get a lucky deflection. Keshi Anderson in from the left, pulls it back. Callum Wright ends up scooping his shot wide, and he should be doing better from there. So at full time, it is 2-0. A brilliant start to 2025 for us, as we have a clean sheet win. McCormick scores on his debut. You can't really ask for much better than that as we move to our match at the weekend against Forest Green. Let's see how we get on. Alright, so match 2 of today's episode. We are hosting Forest Green Rovers in the league on Saturday, and we stay at home to play this game at Broadall Way. The debut for Laurent Tulai, as you can see from the lineup here. We've also selected Tom Bradbury, and a chance for some of the rotation players to step in and get the job done for us. In the opening 2 minutes, Gabriel Silva's header tipped over by Chapman, a wonderful save by him, showing that he's still got it in goal. A good save, reactionary save. And then 5 minutes later, cross to Brown, over to O'Keefe. O'Keefe back to cross into Hendry. Regan Hendry's near post shot turned wide by Chapman again. He's got the captain's armband in this match. And then on 17 minutes, Hoskins, you'll see some wonderful control, turns on the edge of the box, and he's wiped out by Christian Marquez, who gets his name put into the book after just 17 minutes. Lovely skill from Hoskins, you gotta say. And seeing the replay, he just turns away and then gets wiped out. And I would present an opportunity from the free kick with the youngster Sasho Corrin. Corrin going wide with his attempt, not quite up to the standard of Luke McCormick. But a good effort. You know, he had the sort of the right idea, but just couldn't guide it the inside of the post. And then on 32 minutes, Edwards' through pass to Laurent Tulai. He beats the goalkeeper, but it rattles the underside of the crossbar. So unlucky. And then 5 minutes later, Corrin's mazy dribbling run, he crosses into the box, it's headed away by Silva, and then Hendry gives the ball away cheaply to Johnson. Johnson chips it up into the box, and look at this control by Laurent Tulai, and a wonderful finish to apply on his debut. A fantastic finish. Those of you that have been keeping an eye on the channel, you might have seen this like a week or so ago. I posted this early because I was so excited by scoring this goal. Wonderful start by the Swiss striker. You can see why he's highly regarded with that kind of control and finish. And as you can see, Aidy Boothroyd really pleased with that. Now Laurent Tulai, that's actually his 4th goal of the season. So he scored 3 for Salford before he joined us. That's why that's showing up on the screen. And then just before half time, Brian Fairbairn's cut back to Reece Brown, and he takes a long range shot, but it ends up going well over in the end. And then we go in at the break 1 goal up to the good thanks to Tolai's spectacular goal. Looking to try and add the insurance goal in the second half. And 56 minutes, you'll see here O'Brien. He's going to try and get this wide. It comes to O'Keefe, back to O'Brien, and his delivery into the 6-yard box via Bamer's near post header is saved by Chapman last minute. It's a good near post save. And then on 68 minutes, Manu Cabezas with a long range strike. It's a dipping shot. I wanted to show this one because this is really, really good. It hits through it. And it's a really good effort. Not that far off from connecting with the goals. And then with 10 minutes to go, you'll see Forest Green starting to turn on the pressure. Cabezas low shot saved by Chapman. O'Brien's follow-up blocked by Deitch, and we managed to just hold on for the 1-0 win in the end. A fitting goal, a fitting way for us to win this game with a clean sheet and just the 1 goal by the debutant, and what a strike it is. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. On to the final game. And so the third and final game of today is the round 3 Papa John's Trophy match. We've been drawn against Exeter City. And you'll remember we won this competition last season. We're looking to try and defend it this season, which is never, any easier. Opening 5 minutes, Teddy Brooks picks out Luke Norris. Luke Norris spins on his weaker left side, finds the top corner past Arthur. Surprised that went in, but you'll see from the replay it's a good shot. Spins. It's a really good finish, but you gotta say, maybe the goalkeeper should be getting that one. It's not right in the top corner, but it's a good finish, and we go 1 goal up. And then back come Exeter. Leon Hardy with a strike, and it just goes past the post. 9 minutes into the match. The French, he's kind of like a target man, I think he is, 6'1 or 6'2. Just past the post, it beat Chapman. And back we come, 27 minutes. It's played in, and you'll see Danny Rose with a great opportunity to make it 2-0. It's kind of like a counter-attack and a sweeping finish, and then he's just off balance there when he goes to take that shot, unfortunately for him. And then a few minutes later, Giovanni Brown into Leon Hardy, and then Leon Hardy into Kyle Taylor. His low shot pushed out for a corner kick by Chapman as he gets down low and pushes it away. Be favourite to save that one. And then on 34 minutes, Giovanni Brown down the left-hand side. Linter is tracking him. I'm tracking him here. I don't think he's that much danger. I've got the markers, and then all of a sudden, it's played in. And I'm not usually one to criticise Aaron Chapman because he's been fantastic for us. But I think he should be getting this. I mean, it's not a great shot. And he just kind of, for somebody that's like 6'7", 6'8", he just kind of falls over. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you not saving that? Like, it's not right in the corner. And you can see Boothroyd's disappointed. He should be saving that, really. So we go in at the break, 1-1. But all to play for, and hopefully we can get the winner in the second half. We come back out in 64 minutes into the game. Collins into Taylor. Taylor into the box, and out slides Chapman to our rescue once again. Like I said, Chapman is a good goalkeeper, but I think he should be doing better with the goal that he conceded. And then on 66 minutes, he shows his bravery and his commitment there as Collins sets up Kyle Taylor on the edge of the 6-yard box. He's going to score, but look at this. He ends up taking a knee in the face there, Chapman, but again, showing his bravery. 7 minutes left to go. Leon Hardy tries to curl that into the far corner. Chapman gets across and makes the save. That's a lot more like the Chapman that we know. Yeah, you see the shot there. Good save. And then on 89 minutes, Murdoch down the left-hand side, crosses it in. Laurent Tolai tries to hook that and steer it into the near post. Arthur ends up making the save just about to keep the game at 1-1. So we finished the game and we end up going to penalties. Always something of a lottery when you get to a penalty shootout, but we still fancy our chances at home with some good players. And 2-2, Edwards sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, 3-2, and then Collins steps up and Chapman makes the stop as it's right down the middle. Teddy Brooks then has a chance to make it 4-2, and you'll see Teddy Brooks steps up and Arthur gets across and makes the stop, and then Kyle Taylor makes it 3-3, sending Chapman the wrong way, which means all the pressure's now on Kinsella again, and Kinsella steps up. Arthur guesses the right way and makes the stop, giving Josh Key a chance to win the game from the penalty spot. At 3-3, he can make it 4-3 on penalties, and he does. Even though Chapman guesses the right way, it just goes past him. And unfortunately, our defence of the Papa John's Trophy is over. We go out to Exeter City by 4-3 on penalties. Something weird happened at the end. I couldn't actually get the screen, so that's all I have. Alright, thanks for watching today. If you're enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. Also, why not consider subscribing, that way you don't miss any upcoming episodes. I will see you guys back on Sunday with episode 72. We face Millwall in the FA Cup, round 3, and face Bristol Rovers and Burton Albion in the league. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. See you guys very soon.